know what I miss most about the world before the epidemic?
But remember, I hope
Adrenaline.
it works.
Don't you get enough adrenaline fighting for your life every day?
You know what they say. Adrenaline leads to either fight or flight. I definitely miss the flight aspect.
As in running away?
No, dude. As in literally flying. These days, seemed only one person in this city could fly. Lawan. Then you showed up.
Well, you're a paraglider? So why do you miss flying? I mean, you can still do it.
I was a skydiver, actually. And that particular flavor of flying is what I miss. But it was getting hard to run around the city in a squirrel suit with vials on your back. So, me and my team developed this ultra-light and practical paraglider you can use without any additional gear. The Night Runners instantly fell in love with it. Wanted to learn how to fly. So I set up a test track for them. Paraglider City Tour, we used to call it. I picked the perfect spot. Far from the VNC Tower, far from St. Paul's Cathedral, and far enough from the Missy so their lookouts didn't spoil the fun for us.
How do people do?
They mostly sucked. Except for Lawan. She took to it like a baby eagle falling from a nest. But I still hold the record. If you want to try and beat it, catch some flying thrills, be my guest. Just take the paraglider.
The butch is our greatest enemy. His was...
Scared to fly or what? Try it, Pilgrim. Wow! You beat my time! You can really fly. I'll make sure everyone knows there's a new cat in the sky. And please, do that again. It's a pleasure to see you fly.
That is beautiful. What song is that?
Oh, A very old one. Where I come from, the women sing, so their men return home from sea safely.
So, you were singing to someone in particular?
To my betrothed. Though he will never return again. He died during the bombing of the city.
I'm sorry.
11 years have passed, and I still think of him. I feel like someone has cursed me. Even the fact that I am here today. That's because of him.
How's that?
He won't laugh.
No.
Before the evacuation, I hid a few mementos in a safe at my office. I thought, if I could get them back, all those old thoughts would stop tormenting me.
Mementos of him?
Yes, letters. They're very personal. Alas, that office building is a complete ruin now. I would have to learn to fly to get in there.
I can help you.
You could do that. It's that office building over there.
Right, in the safe?
In my office. Upstairs in the personnel department. Turn the dial twice to the right, once to the left, once to the right. Got that?
I'll remember.
It is nice of you to help me. But I don't even know who you are.
My name's Aiden.
And I'm Charlotte. Thank you, Aiden.
Nah, it's nothing. Wait here for me. Alrighty then. What was the code? Twice to the right. Once to the left. Once to the right. Yeah, it worked. I found the safe. Here.
These are all of them? You're certain?
All the ones from the safe.
They're beautiful. The jackass knew how to write. Too bad he didn't only write them to me. Know what he said right before he died? That he loved another woman and regretted she wasn't there beside him. I'll never forgive him for that.
What are you doing?
Freeing myself from him. 11 years I've tried to do this, but failed. I've wanted so badly to erase him from my memory, but I keep thinking of these damned letters. The only proof that anything ever bound us. Now he's gone, without a trace.
I don't know what to say.
Hey! Why the long face? Lighten up, Aiden. You really helped me. I feel like someone has lifted my curse.
There were some valuables in the safe, too.
Take them if you want.
Are you sure?
I'm done living in the past.
Farewell, Charlotte. Take care.
Farewell, Aiden.
Those idiots. All is lost. If not for that damned wraith.
What happened?
I'm a pauper, brought low by my own family.
Who?
Yes, My own flesh and blood have brought me to this dreadful state. My own kith and kin. How can they be so unreasoning? So beguiled by phantasms? Woe betide them, woe.
Are you gonna tell me what's going on?
My papa, my dear papa, departed this vale of tears a month ago. And his siblings, my loathsome aunts and uncles, I spit at them, went mad with grief. They traveled dark paths and found an infected with the power to raise the dead. Ever since, they've been offering valuables to the creature, beseeching it to bring back my dear departed papa.
They really believe that?
Yes! They think their offerings will make the foul beast grant papa a new life.
Seems people need something to believe in, whatever it may be. And what does this have to do with your poverty?
It is all papa's valuables they've taken to use as their offerings. When I tried to stop them, they threw me out of the house. I'll have nothing left. Only memories of papa, and a gaping hole in my heart. I'd go to that altar myself, retrieve his belongings, but I'm a frail man. But you seem like a stout fellow. Perhaps you'd go there and retrieve his treasures for me.
Well, if it means so much to you, I can try.
Ah, lion-hearted. I will reward you 100-fold. They make offerings in the evenings, so you have to go there under the cover of night. You'll find his belongings in willow-lined chests. You can wait here for the sun to descend from the sky. I'll be waiting for you in my crib on Lower Dam Air, on the garrison. The entrance is near the old hotel, by the canal. Farewell.
Farewell. All right, I have everything.
You almost got my brother killed.
I didn't mean for him to get hurt.
But he did, because of you. Stop conning others to run your dangerous errands. If I so much as get a whiff you pull this on anyone else, I'm turning you in.
Hey!
Who are you? Another one of this fool's errand boys? Whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm getting out of here.
What's going on here? What was he talking about?
You see, before the fall, I was an actor. Not even a good one. Bereft of a stage, I took my craft to the streets and became a con artist. But not a very good one of those either, as I'm still quite poor.
Everything you said about your father? Your family?
Yeah, it was a lie. I had to convince you to retrieve those valuables for me. The legend of the creature is real. Well, as real as the bandits who invented it to trick people into offering up their valuables. They come by later and collect them. I didn't dare go there myself and risk them catching me. So I figured I'd have someone else go. I'm a greedy, lazy bastard. What do you want from me?
Well, at least you're honest about one thing.
I try. Sometimes. Like now. You survived the ordeal. Keep the spoils for your trouble. As for me, the curtain's going down. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them. To die, to sleep, no more. And by a sleep, to say we end the heartache. And? Well?
Well, if you had a day job, I say not to quit it.
Can't let darkness and ignorance reign. Ignorance leads to repeating the same mistakes over and over. The definition of insanity. And I don't need no mohawk to know that.
Wait, what are you ranting about, mister?
Ranting? Son, I'm trying to safeguard our collective memory. I'm only trying to preserve history.
Seems like a big task. Can one man even do that?
I have a good background for that. For 30 years, I was a tourist guide. After the fall, I founded Villador's Historical Conservation Society.
Doesn't seem to be much to conserve around here anymore.
Thank the renegades for that. Still, more than ever, we must remember our past. We must keep track. Otherwise, we'll slip into the Dark Ages for good. We can't build a future for humankind if we don't know our history. What do you say I ask you 2 or 3 questions about that? See if you've been paying attention. See if you do know our past. So, you ready to talk history now?
I can try.
Good. Let's start with one of the defining moments of our history. A tragic event that had such an impact, it still defines how the city looks today. Here goes. What event went down in history as Black Monday?
That would be the chemical strikes on the city 11 years ago.
Correct. On January 6th, 2025, at 0800 hours, the butcher, Colonel Williams, decided to use a newly discovered chemical compound, the THV Gen Mod, to stop infection. Hope of reclaiming control of the city turned to tragedy. Millions of residents were killed. It also caused terrifying mutations of the infected, turning them into what we now call specials. The chemicals are still active today. Don't get near them. I mentioned the March Massacre before. Any clue what happened on this day?
The army killed 64 civilians protesting against weapons confiscation.
You actually have been paying attention. This is correct. This shooting was the beginning of escalation of riots in the city, which finally led to the fall of General Pratt and Colonel Williams taking over. The army confiscated all the guns and ammo. It all started there, south of Houndfield, by the monument of the World Art Congress. The last question. Let's go for a moment out of Villador, taking a global perspective. Before mutating, THV was simply known as Haran virus. Haran is where it all started. But do you remember when the Haran events happened?
In early spring, 2014.
Bravo! I'm impressed, young man. Indeed. The virus emerged during Haran's Global Athletic Games in 2014 and went dormant after the city was quarantined. It was subsequently turned into an exclusion zone by the GRE. I remember those would-be games. I even took a week off to watch them. My country had many medal prospects. No one expected it would become hell on Earth. But that's the part everyone knows and never talks about, since it's what caused the fall. I commend you on your knowledge, young man. Never stop seeking more. And never forget, we're always just a few burning history books away from darkness. Here's a small token of my appreciation. Should teach you a bit about one of my favorite parts of the city, the catacombs.
We gotta go after her.
What? You got a death wish, Dan? That's suicide.
Hey, everything okay?
What's it to you, huh? Ain't none of your business.
Ollie, cool your jets. Don't you know who this is? It's that Pilgrim guy, Aiden. Well, since you asked, one of her own, Kareen, is undercover at the nearby renegade camp.
A spy?
Right. Volunteered to walk into the lion's den. Been giving regular reports, then nothing.
Not a peep for days now. It ain't like her. They caught her for sure.
Yeah, thanks for the expert analysis, Mr. Doom and Gloom.
Someone needs to get in there and find her.
What's she doing in there anyway?
Just finding out whatever she can.
Those renegade scum are going down. And she's been feeding us info that'll make them go down even harder.
Has she hinted she might be in trouble?
Not really. I mean, her reports were coming farther and fewer between, but that's it.
Yeah, less useful too.
Figured she was just about to pinch it off and come home when poof, nothing.
Why don't you go in after her?
No can do. Those renegades would sniff us out in a second, and we'd be toast.
Yeah, those are fucking renegades, man. Just 'cause I'm a guy doesn't mean they wouldn't rape me or something.
Yeah, I see your problem.
Jeez, Ollie, you got serious problems.
I'll go check in on her.
Oh, man, that'd really help us out. Look, I got these papers that'll get you into the camp.
Better him than me.
See what I got to put up with?
Just give me the papers.
I'll be honest with you, I did a quick job forging these. Anyone taking a third look could figure it out. Which means you gotta work fast once you're in. You okay with that?
I'm good.
Awesome. Now, check it. The Renegades' camp is tucked between the office towers.
Okay, how am I supposed to recognize her?
Well, ain't a lot of women in these places. But she's gotta know you're on our side. Use the code word phrase, "Have you milked the goats?" And she'll respond, "Goat milk is too sour for my taste." And you'll know it's Corrine.
Goat milk is too... What? What kind of code phrase is that?
Pretty awesome, right?
I came up with that, man. That was all me. 100%.
Okay, whatever. Back from patrol. Can I get in?
Huh? Let's see your papers. You look familiar. Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
Maybe. But I get that all the time.
Yeah, you got that familiar kind of face. Welcome home.
Thanks, bro.
I'd better report in or I'm fucked. After you're done, let's go grab a beer or five.
You'd think there'd be more eye candy around here.
Hey there.
Have you milked the goats?
Don't know about goats, handsome, but if you're looking...
Yeah, never mind.
Aiden, it's Dan.
This isn't a good time.
Sorry, but I gotta warn you. The guards took a third look and figured out the papers were forged.
Fuck.
Exactly. So the clock's ticking. You gotta find Corrine and get the hell out of there. They'll be tearing the place apart any minute now.
Yeah, roger that.
What would we be doing if the plague had never happened?
You don't want to go down that rabbit hole, man.
Seriously? If life were normal, why didn't you?
We citizens have seen it all.
Have you milked the goats?
Goat milk is too sour for my taste. The PKs sent you?
Yes. Are you in danger?
Only from the PKs.
What do you mean?
I've met someone. His name is Alphonse.
A renegade.
A man. Renegade, yes. But that's just a label like peacekeeper. Tell the PK I was discovered and executed. Otherwise, they'll come after me. They won't stop. I'll lose Alphonse. I'll lose everything.
Aiden, stay in here. Any luck?
Yeah, I found her. Her grave, I mean.
What? They killed Kareen?
Afraid so.
Well, fuck me. Wait till higher ups hear about this. Told you she was dead meat, man. Thanks, Aiden. Guess there's nothing we can do about it.
Sorry I didn't have better news. Aiden out.
Thank you. You saved my life.
I guess it's not all about labels and uniforms.
It's not enough, I know. But please take this, with my deepest gratitude.
Thanks, but I won't make it out of here alive to spend it. They must be searching for me by now.
There is a door behind you. You can escape unnoticed.
Thanks. Good luck.
I'm over here. Can't you see me? Over here. And I thought he was yanking my chain.
Yanking your what?
Your boss said you'd be here earlier.
My boss?
Your boss, Eberhard.
I don't know him.
Damn it! Sorry, don't mind me. I am Ferenc Waller. I used to be a cardiac... heart surgeon.
I'm Aiden, but who is Eberhard?
At this point, I'm not sure anymore. Some guy I met said he'd arranged to recover a pacemaker from the medical offices in the quarantine building for me.
Did you pay him in advance?
I did.
That wasn't too smart.
Ah, well, I guess I'll just go after the pacemaker myself. I promised my wife I would get it, and I intend to keep my word.
What is a pacemaker?
It's a little shock box to simulate the heartbeat and to keep it beating. For those suffering from damaged hearts, it was the only way to lead a normal life. They're pretty rare nowadays.
How do you know it's there?
I consulted there back in the day, so I know where they keep equipment like this.
Where exactly?
Are you offering to go for me?
Why not, if I can help. Besides, you promised your wife, right?
Excellent. The medical equipment room's on the 3rd floor, but it's dangerous in there right now.
I'll wait until tonight when the infected leave the building. Find shelter around here for now.
I'll be at the windmill. Good luck, Aiden.
Okay, got it. Found your pacemaker.
Thank you. Now I need to arrange for surgery.
I hope you can, and that your wife will be okay.
My wife? Oh, I buried her last year. Natural causes. Nothing heart-related. I'm the one with the faulty ticker. And it's running down more and more every month. Monica made me swear to take care of myself. I've been helping others all my life. The time has come to help myself.
Okay, but who's gonna implant the pacemaker?
I'll figure that out soon enough. First step was to get a hold of a pacemaker.
Now what?
Continue the race against time, I guess. I can't be the only heart surgeon left in the world.
I hope you find one, Doctor. And soon.
Thank you, Aiden. Take care.